my name is Sandbakken. I'm going to talk to you about the tiger. I'm going to start out with some general information, talking about the myth, where they originated, their subspecies, their relationships with each other, and then get into the main topic of their hunting behavior. So because of their movement, their power, their strength, everything, they've instilled a lot of fear, a lot of superstition, awe, and reverence, just depending on the culture. The markings on their forehead, although they're different in every tiger, they are similar, and they resemble the Chinese character Wang, which means king, and so it demanded a lot of honor in China. They've symbolized the fighting spirit, freedom, nature at its best, grace, mystery, just all these different things. It just depends on where you're from. Okay, paleontologists have seen that they originated in northern China about 2 million years ago. This map is a picture of the last glacial movement 20,000 years ago, and it exposed a lot of land bridges, and this allowed the tiger to migrate to establish new territory and find prey. And then over time, the climates changed. During warm interglacial periods, the water rose, covered up the land bridges, the plates moved, and it got to where it is today. And because of the separation, it created subspecies. Now there are 8 subspecies that have been identified by scientists, only 5 of which are still in existence. These 5 include the Bengal tiger, which can be found in India, the Indo-Chinese, which is found in Southeast Asia. The Chinese tiger is found in Central and South China. And the Amur, the Siberian, is the largest of the tigers, and it can be found in Northeast China, Korea, and the Far East Russia. The Sumatran tiger can be found on the Sumatra Island. The 3 that have become extinct over the last century include the Javan and the Bali tiger, which could be found on the Java and Bali Islands. The Caspian tiger once inhabited the surrounding areas of the Caspian Sea. Due to poaching, fire, farming, general human encroachment, these 3 have become extinct in the last century. The number of total tigers has gone from over 100,000 to less than 8,000 in the last 100 years. This just shows a little bit of their relationships. Although they're solitary animals, they will come together for mating. There is a general courtship for a couple days before mating, just to show that they're the right mate, and will give them strong cubs. Then during mating, you'll see a lot of roughhousing, a lot of mock fighting. Right after mating, the male tiger will disappear, and he will take no part in raising the cubs. The mother will be in gestation for about 100 to 106 days, giving birth to generally 2 to 4 cubs. Every year there's about 100 cubs born, and of those 100, only 50 will survive, and only 20 of those will live to establish their own territory or mate. They'll stay with their mother until about 20 to 24 months of age, where they will then leave their mother and establish their own territory. The females will move to the territory next to their mothers, while the males will go on elsewhere. And now I'm going to show you about their hunting behavior. I'm going to give you a video, and I'm going to tell you as it goes along what the tools they use and how they do this. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about their hunting behavior. They are twilight hunters. Their eyesight is very important when it comes to hunting. Their eyes give them a wide-angle view as well as depth, and they also depend on their hearing. They have a strong sense of smell, but they don't really rely on it for hunting. Now I'm going to show you the video. Okay. So the pads of the tigers will flatten out, and it'll soak up the sound, making them almost noiseless. The way their shoulders are attached, you can see them kind of lifting. It allows them to lower themselves to the ground so close and still be able to move pretty quickly without making noise. They depend on stalking the element of surprise because they are not fast, long-distance runners. They're good for short distance, and what they'll do is they'll crouch down right before the attack, usually within 30 to 40 feet of their prey. And as soon as they are in position, they will spring out and attack. They don't do the big jumping on the prey like you see in movies. They'll go from behind or from the flank of the prey. Once they do capture the prey, you'll see that he'll attack the rump, and then he will be going for his prey's throat, where he will kill by strangulation or rupturing the neck vertebrae of their spinal cord. After the prey is killed, they start out by eating the rump. They remove the skin after removing the intestines and the rumen. They will also become man-eaters if they are displaced from their home range or they are injured, as man is easier prey than wild animals. Alright, so now we're going to go just kind of recap of what I've talked about. We've talked about what they've symbolized depending on the culture. They've instilled power, fear, or reverence and superstition. They originated in northern China about 2 million years ago. When they migrated and all the plates moved and everything, they created subspecies, 8 of them. Only 5 are still in existence. They are solitary animals, but they will come together for mating. And they're, like I said, they're twilight hunters. They hunt near water. They only have a kill success rate of about 10%. They use the elements of surprise. They're short distance runners. They do not chase their prey longer than they have to. If it goes on for several minutes, they will give up and find another prey. And then, like I said, they will become man-eaters if they're displaced from their home range or if they are injured. So now that I've given you a brief background and told you about their hunting behavior, do we have any questions?
Which is more powerful, the lions or the tigers?
The tiger is actually more powerful. They are the biggest of the feline cats. This is because they are solitary hunters. So they need that power and strength and size to take down their prey. While lions, although they're very big, they hunt in prides with more than one, so they can take down their prey easier.
How big is tiger's territory?
It depends on the species, the subspecies, excuse me. But the Bengal tiger, the male territory average is about 26 square miles, while the female is generally about 17 miles squared.
What's the difference between the subspecies?
Subspecies?
The size or...
Oh, okay. The island tigers are smaller than the mainland tigers, and this is because of land area as well as the size of their prey. So if they're on the island, it's smaller area that they have to cover, and it usually inhabits smaller prey, so they don't need that size to go after them. It's just kind of wasted. So the mainland tigers are bigger because they have a larger land area and they have larger prey that they need to take down. Yes.
How often do the female tigers give birth?
Well, the female tigers will stay with their cubs until about 2 years of age, and then they kind of need like a time. So they generally will mate once every 3.5 years. And then the male tiger is ready to mate once every just under 5 years.
So they don't stay with the same mate?
No, they do not stay with the same mate. They just whoever's around and whoever has the best chance of producing offspring that'll survive. Anything else? All right. Well, I want to thank you for your time, and I hope you learned something from this.